Secretariat have been printed on the ballot papers for each of the regional groups. Also, additional blank lines corresponding to the number of vacant seats to be filled for each of the regional groups have been provided on the ballot papers for inscribing other states if desirable. I request representatives to use only those ballot papers that have been distributed and to put an X in the boxes next to the names of the states from the relevant region whom they wish to vote for, and/or write other eligible names on the blank lines. If the box next to the name of a state is checked, the name of that state does not have to be repeated on the blank line. The total number of checked boxes and/or handwritten names should not exceed the number of vacant seats to be filled as indicated on the ballot paper. A ballot paper will be declared invalid if it contains more names of states from relevant region than the number of seats allocated to it. Accordingly, for the ballot papers marked A for African and Asia-Pacific states, the total number of check boxes and/or handwritten names should not exceed 3. For ballot papers marked B for Eastern European states, the total number of check boxes and/or handwritten names should not exceed 1. For the ballot papers marked C for Latin American and Caribbean states, the total number of check boxes and/or handwritten names should not exceed 1. A ballot paper will be declared invalid if none of the names of the states on the ballot for which votes were cast belongs to the relevant region. If a ballot paper of a region contains one of the following, the ballot remains valid, but the vote for these states will not be counted. 1. States that do not belong to the region concerned, or 2. States that continue to be members of the Council. If a ballot paper contains any notation other than votes in favor of specific candidates, those notations will be disregarded. If a mistake is made in filling out the ballot paper, delegations should request a new ballot paper from the Secretariat at the East Documents Counter. Representatives of the following states have agreed to serve as tellers: Cyprus, Ireland, Latvia, Mozambique, and Trinidad and Tobago. One ballot box has been placed at the front of the General Assembly Hall, where tellers will be able to observe it and the casting of ballots. For the casting of ballots, the Secretary will call the name of each delegation following the General Assembly protocol seating arrangement, starting from the delegation of Iceland, and ask the concerned delegate to proceed to cast their ballot. Representatives are requested to practice distancing of no less than 2 meters and to proceed to cast their ballot only when the previous representative has completed casting their ballot. This will continue until the last representative has cast their ballot. After casting their ballot, delegates will leave the General Assembly Hall through the exit on the west side and return to their seats through the doors located on the east side. Signs marked re-entry have been placed to guide delegates back to the General Assembly Hall. Once all ballots are cast, the voting will be declared closed, and the meeting will continue with the consideration of other items as announced in the journal. The tellers, accompanied by the Secretariat staff, will proceed to the Trusteeship Council chamber for the counting of the ballots. Upon receipt of the results certified by the tellers, the results will be announced. The proceeding of the plenary meeting, including the announcement of the results, will be webcast. May I take it that the General Assembly agrees to these procedures? It is so decided. We shall now begin the voting process. I request representatives to use only those ballot papers that have been provided to them. You may start marking the ballot papers. The Secretary will now call on delegations in the seating protocol order and invite them to come forward to cast their ballots. Please proceed to the ballot box only after the name of your delegation has been called. Once your ballot has been cast, I would ask delegates to leave the General Assembly Hall through the doors located on the west side and return to their seats through the east doors of the hall. May I request delegations who have not
Iceland, India, Indonesia, the Islamic Republic of Iran, Iraq, Ireland, Israel, Italy, Jamaica, Japan, Jordan, Kazakhstan, Kenya, Kiribati, Kuwait, Kyrgyzstan, Laos People's Democratic Republic, Latvia, Lebanon, Lesotho, Liberia, Libya, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Madagascar, Malawi, Malaysia, Maldives, Mali, Malta, Marshall Islands, Mauritania, Mauritius, Mexico, Micronesia, Monaco, Mongolia, Montenegro, Morocco, Mozambique, Myanmar, Namibia, Nauru, Nepal, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Nicaragua, Niger, Nigeria, North Macedonia, Norway, Oman, Pakistan, Palau, Panama, Papua New Guinea, Paraguay, Peru, the Philippines, Poland, Portugal, Qatar, the Republic of Korea, Republic of Moldova, Romania, the Russian Federation, Rwanda, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Samoa, San Marino, Sao Tome and Principe, Saudi Arabia, Senegal, Serbia, Seychelles, Sierra Leone, Singapore, Slovakia, Slovenia, Solomon Islands, Somalia, South Africa, South Sudan, Spain, Sri Lanka, Sudan, Suriname, Sweden, Switzerland, Syrian Arab Republic, Tajikistan, Thailand, Timor-Leste, Togo, Tonga, Trinidad and Tobago, Tunisia, Turkey, Turkmenistan, Tuvalu, Uganda, Ukraine, United Arab Emirates, United Kingdom, United Republic of Tanzania, United States, Uruguay, Uzbekistan, Vanuatu, Venezuela, Vietnam, Yemen, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Afghanistan, Albania, Algeria, Andorra, Angola, Antigua and Barbuda, Argentina, Armenia, Australia, Austria, Azerbaijan, Bahamas, Bahrain, Bangladesh, Barbados, Belarus, Belgium, Belize,